So here's the new 3D brand floor mats for the Frontier. Let's take a look at them. So on the back, it's got this very soft kind of carpety type fabric that I guess, you know, helps it to stay in place, sort of a non-slip type of thing. So here's the front. So online they sort of marketed it as a carbon fiber type of material, and I don't know, it feels kind of like plastic, but it does kind of have that weave to it. Definitely molded, but you know, also flexes. They are very lightweight. So that's probably the passenger side, I think. And then, yeah, driver's side has the two locating tabs here. See if you can get a good close-up there of what that kind of material looks like, and then the back, kind of what that looks like. It's got like these almost like little hairs sticking off of it there. But yeah, it's molded, very lightweight, but it looks well built. Is it as rugged or waterproof, or will it last as long as the you know, more standard like WeatherTech rubberized mats? I don't know, but I think it'll do a good job. As you can see there, it says they're made in Taiwan. That's their line. Kagu, I think, is obviously color, made for 05 to 2018 Crew Cab and King Cab Frontiers. That's just obviously the front ones. I'm sure the back ones are going to be different. Actually, let's see. So here's the tag for the back seats. Yeah, this one's just for the Crew Cab. There you go. This is 05 to 2016. So I don't know what may have changed in 2017 and beyond, but that's what it says on their tag. Again, so these little logos they have here, I'll go ahead and peel this off, show that to you. Looks nice. They're kind of riveted on there, it looks like. And this little backing pad, the little piece of cloth they give you, just kind of sticks to the fabric there, just to kind of cover that up, I think. So that just kind of goes like that. Okay, so here they are in the truck. The fit's nice up top here. I like it. What I don't love is this gap right here. So these tabs right here, they do line up with the locating tabs on the carpet, on the factory carpet, but if you see in there, there's nothing for these to like snag on to hold this down. I wish these would almost like hold it down to the ground more, and they don't. You know, it's just kind of floating there, and it's got that gap. And I've kind of worked on it, you know, moved it, tried to get it in the best spot, but that's really where it should go. The seat is like all the way back at the moment, so usually you wouldn't really see the back of this too much, but I mean they'll probably work okay. I just don't love the initial fit, and I'll show you the other side. I think they fit a little better over here. You know, still a little bit of a gap here, but it's not too bad. I feel like overall it's a pretty decent fit, especially up top here, like, you know, that's fine. And then let me show you the rear seats. Here we go. See how they fit around the center part there, and then down here, not bad here, you know, it kind of tucks up along the base of the seat there. That's fine. What I don't love, again, just these edges here, how raised that is, and there's really no way to get it to stick down there. You know, if the kids spill something on there, it's probably just gonna run off of here, run off of there, and get all down in there. So it's not really doing anything to maintain the spill, which is kind of the whole point. Oh, again, this is the just the standard Crew Cab. Doesn't have the subwoofer that the models with the Rockford Fosgate sound system have. So that's how it fits there. They look fairly nice. They're not super heavy duty, I would say. There's probably other ones that might be a little more heavy duty. I'm sure they'll last, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure they are, you know, waterproof to a point, but again, they've got kind of these smaller ridges, and just the way they fit, they kind of bend down a little bit where spills are just going to run off the side here and get into the kind of the door sills here and the carpet. I mean, maybe they'll help maintain spills a little bit, but yeah, I don't love the fit. Here's, you can see from the back corner. It's all right. It's all right, you know. This fabric on the bottom, I think it does an okay job of having it not slip around. But again, they didn't really utilize the factory locating tabs here, so maybe they could have done something different. I don't know if these can be removed. They certainly don't look like it. I don't think so. I'm wondering if that would almost help suck it down to the carpet a little better if I just used it kind of the same way as the factory ones, where there's an actual hole right here that those little tabs go on. But anyway, so these are the 3D floor mats for Nissan Frontier Crew Cab pickup. They were a good deal, I'll say that. I bought them off of Rock Auto. I think they were about 125 bucks. And then if you've ever shopped on Rock Auto, guys, it's really easy to always get a 5% coupon there. Just do a quick Google search and a code will pop up. There's always discounts there. So with the discount, you know, it's a little under 120. They do charge to ship, but it was really reasonable. I think it was less than like $15, and then your taxes. So probably about 140 all in on these, which is not bad. Most other sets are going to be closer to 200 after taxes and shipping and all that. Again, they don't look bad, you know, they're black. That's the only color that they have with these. I wonder if, you know, when I use them more and my feet are like pressing down on here, I wonder if the form will change a little bit, where they'll just kind of naturally suck down to the carpet more. I don't know. That could be my hope, but I don't love the gap here. You know, I don't expect it to be 100% perfect, but I bought other brands in the past for other vehicles that did not have this huge gap here. You know, for looks, I would rate them fairly high, 9 out of 10. For durability, I mean, I can't really rate that because I just don't know yet, but my initial thoughts are there might be other brands out there that are a little more durable. So I'll give it, you know, 7 or 8 out of 10 there. And then for fit, I can't rate it higher than a 7, a 6.5, something like that. You know, overall, I'd give it a 7, 7.5 out of 10. I'm a little disappointed, but for the price, I do think it's a good value. I just wish the fit was a little bit better. So there you go, guys. Maybe this helps you make a decision. There's a lot of different brands. When I was searching, I found, I don't think any less than like 6 different brands that make all-weather floor mats for these trucks. So there's a lot out there. Again, the brand that I've used in the past for other vehicles is called SmartLiner, and they're very similar, I think, to the WeatherTech. They're just cheaper, and that's kind of why I first chose them. And I've been really happy with those ones on my other 2 vehicles. So again, you know, now that I have these, I think I'll just run with them. But you know, maybe I'll give a update in the future when they actually get dirty or something. I'll show how they did with, you know, waterproofing, or how easy they are to clean, or how they look after maybe 2 years of use or something like that. So anyway, guys, have a good one.